Hello everyone, and welcome to part number 2 of the Tinker's Construct Beginner's Guide. Today we are going to learn some new ways to get string. For the Tinker's Construct update number 1, we're also going to learn how to make our first smeltery, the melter, and a slightly upgraded tool. In the new update, we have a brand new item called plant fiber, and 4 pieces of plant fiber will equal 2 pieces of string. In order to get the plant fiber, you can go ahead and get it by breaking pieces of grass. So let's see if we can get, we already got 5 pieces just right off the bat by breaking these small pieces of grass. We also got 2 earth slime beans, which is really interesting. And you guys can use those on grass to create a special island. But we're talking about plant fiber right now. So with our plant fiber, we can go ahead and craft it together using 4 of them and get 2 pieces of string. And in addition to plant fiber, you can go ahead and use sheep wool to make 4 pieces of string. So 1 block will equal 4, and you can do that by shearing sheep or by getting wool a different way. It also works for colored wool too, which is really awesome. So we can go ahead and do that. And we can use 1 piece of wool to get 4 pieces of string. Also works on white wool, which is very nice. So we can have all the string that we ever wanted. Next, we're going to learn how to make some grout. We're going to need sand, gravel, and clay, and crafting those together will go ahead and give us 2 pieces of grout. So let's go ahead and make 1 now. There we go. 2 pieces. You can also go ahead and take a piece of grout with a book if you wanted to make the official Tinker's Puny Smelting Guidebook. Smelting grout in a furnace will give you seared bricks. Crafting together 4 seared bricks will give you a seared brick block. There are a few variations of the seared bricks, but for now we're going to talk about the seared brick glass block, which is 4 of these seared bricks surrounded by a piece of glass. Now we can make the melter. In order to do that, you're going to craft together 4 pieces of seared bricks, 3 pieces of seared brick block. We're going to put a furnace in the bottom middle, and on top a seared glass block to make your melter, your first smeltery. Once you place down your melter, you can use a fuel source like coal, charcoal, or lava in the bottom, and it'll start. You can see the more coal that I put in, the integrator will go up, and right now it's full. And by using raw ore variants such as iron, gold, or copper, it will smelt into a liquid form. To get the materials out of the melter, you can use a vanilla Minecraft bucket, or you can craft a new item, which is called an empty copper can with 3 pieces of copper. Like so, you can craft yourself an empty copper can, and this will give you 3 of them. You can pick up your material with an empty bucket like so, and it will take everything. You can also place it back with right click, and using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty cans, it will also empty out your melter, and you can go ahead and place them back like so. So I guess 5 cans equals 1 bucket. The next thing we're going to make is a casting table using 7 seared bricks in the shape like so. You can go ahead and make your table, and this will cast items using molten metals from the smeltery. The next thing we want to make is a sand cast. Using 1 piece of sand, it will give you 4 sand casts that you can use on your casting table by right-clicking. Once you have the casting table and the sand cast, you can go ahead and use your stone tool parts to go ahead and make indents. I did go over these tools in the first video that I did, so if you're a little bit confused on how to make those, you can go ahead and watch episode number 1 to go ahead and refresh yourself. For a short example, let's just go ahead and do this like so. We're going to make some stone tool parts, and once we have some stone tool parts, we can go ahead and take one of those and interact with the casting table by right click, and there we go. Our little stone pickaxe head is in there. Then we'll go ahead and right click again, and it will pop off like so, so you'll get it back. But as you can see, it left an indent Now we're going to need some molten liquid, so go back to your melter and you can go ahead and collect some with some copper cans. Now at our casting table, we are going to interact with it by right click with one of our iron molten cans like so, and as we wait it will melt and we can go ahead and right click again to go ahead and get our iron pickaxe head. It also consumes our sand cast. So for review, let's go ahead and make a new upgraded pickaxe from start to finish. So let's make a few blank patterns in our stencil table, and let's make a pickaxe pattern. We will need a rod pattern, and we'll also need a binding pattern. Once we have our patterns, we can go ahead and use our part builder to make our stone pickaxe head, our stone tool handle, and our string binding. Now we want to upgrade these to better materials. So let's use our casting table and a sand cast, and we will go ahead and start with the stone pickaxe head to go ahead and make an indent in here. Now we're going to need some molten materials. So let's start off with iron and some coal. So let's do this to go ahead and fuel it up. And let's put some of our iron in here. And we will use an empty copper can to go ahead and pull one of those out. Once we do that, we can go back to our casting table and place that in there. And once it dries, we have our new iron pickaxe head. That's one part done. Now let's go ahead and try again. So with our sand cast, let's go ahead and use our stone handle rod and place that in the sand. There we go. And maybe instead of using iron, we'll use a different material. So let's go ahead and use some gold. We'll go ahead and put up some gold in our melter, and we'll use an empty copper can. We will place this in our casting table, in our sand cast, wait for it to dry, and there we go. We have a gold tool handle. At our tinker station, we can go ahead and craft our new tool. We have our iron pickaxe head, our string binding, and our golden tool handle. And there we did it. We have an upgraded tool. Let's make a new item. So with 7 seared bricks and a pattern like this, we can go ahead and make our casting basin. Once we place down our casting basin, we can go ahead and take our liquid iron or gold or different materials in our basin by right clicking, and once it cools off, we will get a block. So now we have a block of iron. Let's also make a block of gold. Thank you for watching part 2 of Tinker's Construct Beginner's Guide. If you'd like to see a part 3, where we talk about mighty smelting and making this smelter here, please go ahead and leave a like on this video so that I know that you guys want to see more. Thank you for watching. Bye!